Good afternoon. It is January 13th, 2023. I'm starting a bit early today. I'm busy later. It's 12 o'clock, so we got an hour until market closes, and we got this congestion with the upward bias up here above the overnight highs. So we'll see if by the end of this video it's a little different. But let's talk about this. 5 o'clock comes in somewhere around here. So we start to get this pullback, and you get a second entry short right here. Oh, actually, you get it right here. Interesting. So, I mean, we just get a close outside. So this is a tough one, but you want to, for the correction, you want a new high in place. So I guess that is a new high, but that's just a trap. And actually, I mean, let's see if it's a little steeper. So it's probably something like this, and that's why this bar found support on the trend line. And in that case, you probably would want to wait for a second leg of correction, which comes right here. So I don't know, people probably got trapped there. But then we just go sideways. We make the new low, and then we reverse a little bit close to the open. And we make this leg up, and we go sideways here. I don't see anything in here. It's just sideways stuff. We break lower, and it fails, and you get this higher low. This looks good because this looks like a two-legged correction, but we're in a range, so it's just not the greatest setup. But you might consider it and hope that it tests these highs. I don't think you want to take this as a failure, even though it kind of looks like this is a new low. It's just not. So that looks like a failure, and it's a breakout pullback, but I don't think you can take that. This looks like a second entry, but what would your trend channel look like at that point? Something like that. I mean, we came up short of the channel right here, so I don't think you want to take that. It's just congestive too. This is congestive. Looks like we had a news item. This is a lot of dojis, all inside bars, so don't take that. Technically, this is a failure, but it's below the EMA, so don't take that. And we come up here, first entry, you get a break. Second entry, I marked it blue, but with this being a double top, that's kind of like a first entry, but you could look at it as a failure because this looks like a double bottom. First entry failed, second entry short, and it closes above the EMA. But if you don't take that, you get a true second entry right here, high or low. We haven't made a new high yet. Low risk signal bar, I like that. Or at least I think it's low risk. 7 ticks, yeah. So we make this new high, two legs up to a new high, and we start going sideways. And this corresponded with this price level from earlier. You see we get some tests up here before breaking through. And then that turned out to be a level of support and resistance later. So we're just going sideways here, but then we form this trend. I don't think I like anything in here. You got this second entry right here, but it just looks like we're ranging. So I'm just not comfortable marking those. Then you get this first entry. Okay, so actually this is a second entry short, confirming that trend channel. It kind of looks like a failure too. This closes higher than this, even though that's the high. This looks like a new high to me. First entry failed, second entry long. So I think that's a good entry to take. And then we get this leg up that breaks this channel, and you get two legs down to a new low before we reverse. And you get this choppy stuff, but it looks like you get one leg up, two legs up, and both those legs of correction fail. So really, this is a new low. But this just looks like a failure. For some reason earlier I thought it was a failure, but the way I played it was a higher low back into the range. And on a different chart it would be a failure, but not on this one. So I just played this as a higher low back into the range. I like this setup though. And you can see a lot of people like that. Unfortunately, because I took this with a runner because I was playing it like a reversal, and it just comes and just stops you out right here. I had a feeling prices were going to test closing or the overnight highs and the close from yesterday, which they eventually did, but it just, that's what the market does. It just hits those important price levels. I don't see anything in here. You get this move up, you get a break, and a move to a new high, and we've just been going sideways since then. So I mean, this looks like a range to me. You can see in here a lot of dojis and overlaps. So do you take this second entry long? It's a tough call, but you got a doji right there. You got to be a little concerned about this price level and this midline. So I mean, maybe you measure it to this midline. Do you have enough space? 407.75. So there's 4 ticks. So that's a little concerning. So that's how I saw it today. Monday is a holiday, so a good day to do some service or just commemorate the life of a great person in Martin Luther King. So I'll be back Tuesday. Have a great weekend.